Adams insisting that he will stay in office while imploring New Yorkers to hear his defense. The mayor expected to be arraigned later today as calls for him to resign are growing louder. We bring in New York Congresswoman Nicole Malliotakis. Thanks for joining us, Congresswoman. Good morning.
Good morning.
What do you make of the charges against Eric Adams, and particularly looking at this timeline going back to 2014? It's really shocking. There's a lot of meat in this indictment.
Yeah, look, it's obviously very disturbing. I think this is really the tip of the iceberg. I think that I know there are, because it's been reported, more investigations taking place as it relates to contracts issued to organizations or companies, rather, security firms that were run by people who are close to the mayor. I think that you're seeing people flee City Hall for a reason, right? I mean, his DOE education chancellor, as well as his NYPD commissioner, legal counsel, health commissioner, all leaving. And that, I think, is really raising a flag as to what's next. But this is a very problematic and troublesome time for our city. Our city is suffering. And the taxpayers who work hard and pay and try to support this, the city's operations, deserve more. We're seeing how the basic needs of New York City's residents are being neglected. We have a crumbling transportation system. There's a real public safety issue. We had 41,000 cops on 9/11, now 33,000. We have gangs that have taken over the streets of New York City. Foreign illegal immigrants who are here committing crimes, assaulting and shooting at our cops, raping women. So there's a real problem here for New York City. And we need real leadership. And I think it's time for the mayor to move on so we can get a functioning city government.
So we know the charges, and Mayor Adams denying any wrongdoing, suggesting the federal government is targeting him because he criticized the Biden administration. He says he's going to continue business as usual. As the case unfolds, he's not stepping down. Watch this.
And I ask to wait and hear our side to this narrative. From here, my attorneys will take care of the case so I can take care of the city. My day-to-day will not change. I will continue to do the job for 8.3 million New Yorkers that I was elected to do. Amen. And the 300,000 plus employees of our city government will continue to do their jobs, because this is what we do as New Yorkers.
And Congresswoman, you serve constituents here in New York City. Are you calling on Mayor Adams to resign?
I think the mayor needs to resign. And I understand everyone does deserve their day in court. You are innocent until proven guilty. This is a matter of being able to govern. And right now, this mayor cannot govern. Our city is falling apart. His top people have left City Hall. And really, who is running New York right now at this time of crisis where we have mass illegal migration, gangs taking over the streets? We are always a potential terrorist target. I'm very concerned about the future of this city. And I don't know how in good faith he can be telling the people of New York that he can be 100% committed to governing at a time like this when he is clearly having a lot of distraction. And so I think it's in the best interest for him to leave. We could have a special election in 80 days. I am concerned about the interim person, Jumaane Williams, who is much further to the left and more radical than this mayor. But we have an opportunity in 80 days to elect somebody new, and I think that's what needs to be done, or else the city's just going to continue to suffer and be in a downward spiral.
Right. A lot of people concerned about that. Eric Adams facing brutal heckling yesterday while responding to these federal charges. One heckler in the crowd shouting that Adams is an embarrassment to black people. Let's listen.
This is not a black gun. Your policies are anti-black. You're a disgrace for all black people in this city. The things that you have done are unconscionable. You hurt our school. Our streets are dirty. Our children are harassed by the police. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. You can shush me all you want, but the people are with us. And this is not a black thing. This is a justice thing.
This is not a black thing. This is a justice thing. By the way, that from a BLM leader that was heckling him. Your reaction to that, Congresswoman?
Look, in a city of 8.5 million people, you're going to have a lot of different opinions. But the reality, in my view, is that this mayor has not done good service for this city. He should have never allowed this migrant crisis to get out of control by offering free hotel rooms, free legal services, free laundry services, and all these other programs. They have allowed dangerous people. It is partly the blame, obviously most of the blame, 60 executive orders to the by the Biden-Harris administration. But this mayor incentivized these people to come to New York by offering all these free services, money that we need for the people of New York, for public safety, for transportation,
right.
for education.
All right, Congresswoman
Thank
Nicole Malliotakis joining us. We do appreciate that. Enjoy your weekend, and thanks so much for coming on. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
We'll bring in senior judicial analyst